Yahoo is a primary company that we chose. The Yahoo Inc. was started by Jerry and Yang and David Fidel. They created Jerry and Dave's Guide to the World Wide Web in 1994. They made this website directory assisting people navigate the internet. On April 12, 1996, Yahoo concluded with the first goal with its public offering on the NASDAQ. The main goal for Yahoo is to focus on the integrating of experiences through their use with entertainment and connectivity. Yahoo's data center is the analytics that can connect advertisers to the specific viewers. The second company that we chose as our comparison company is AOL. AOL was founded in 1985 and merged with Time Warner Inc. in 2001. In 2009, Time Warner approved of the separation of AOL from itself. AOL is known as a global medium technology and owns a number of goods and services that are offered to a variety of clients such as publishers, advertisers, and employees. AOL offers quality services and goods so that they entice their customers as well as engage them with high quality products.
Hi, my name is Tim. I'll be covering short-term liquidity. Yahoo's short-term debt paying ability can be assessed by looking for trends in the common size balance sheets. In 2014, current assets were down due to a large increase in non-current assets. After analyzing Yahoo's statements of cash flows, I found a positive trend in their cash flows from operations for the last 3 years. Most of the fluctuations on Yahoo's statement of cash flows from gains and losses from investments. Another way to analyze Yahoo's short-term debt paying abilities is by looking for trends in the liquidity ratios. The current ratio and the cash flow liquidity ratio are showing negative trends. There was an increase in current liabilities which caused both the current ratio and the cash flow liquidity ratio to drop. Despite the negative trends in both ratios, they are still at acceptable levels. In comparison, Yahoo has a more steady balance sheet, common size balance sheet than Yahoo. AOL and Yahoo have very similar cash flow statements. Both companies have positive trends in their cash flows from operations, which mean they both have the ability to generate cash in the short term. Yahoo's liquidity ratios are at better levels than AOL's despite the negative trend and AOL's positive trend. After analysis, both companies have the ability to pay short-term debt, but it seems Yahoo can do so more easily.
Hi, my name is Ashley, and I'm going to talk a little bit about asset management. So first looking at Yahoo, as you can see, accounts payable has had more of a negative trend. Accounts receivable has had a little bit more of a positive trend, just a little bit. And then as well as financial asset turnover negative. So what you can see majorly, if you look at the total asset turnover ratio, it has dropped dramatically, and that was due to, in 2014, they invested in Alibaba Group for $39 billion, so that kind of shifted a lot of the asset turnover ratios. Also the fact that through the years periods they've had been spending a lot of money and costs on like product development and acquiring more like office space and PP&E. So Yahoo, as you can see, is being more aggressive in the market, expanding, acquiring companies. Whereas we look at AOL, it's a smaller company. They're not really investing. They're actually more lowering their costs overall, paying off their debt better, getting better at getting money from their creditors as well. And so with that, they're being more conservative in the market, as you can see, compared to Yahoo. Yahoo's being a lot more aggressive. But at the same time, Yahoo's also doing a little bit better at monitoring their accounts receivable turnover ratio. But overall, they're doing pretty well in their assets. But I think in spite that Yahoo is hopefully seeing that the assets that they're generating is going to help them more in the future, where AOL is kind of just being more stable in the market.
Hi, my name is Julie. in 2014, the debt ratio for Yahoo had increased to 37%, and the long-term debt to capitalization had increased to 32%. And these ratios are significantly high due to the increase in long deferred tax liability from the investment on Alibaba Group. And in comparison to AOL, their ratios for 2014 is a little bit lower. It's about 30% for debt ratio, and that is a more comfortable financial position for AOL, and I feel that for Yahoo it's a little more riskier because their percentage is higher in the almost 40%. And based on their time interest earned ratio, we can see for Yahoo it will be more difficult for Yahoo to pay off their debt because their time interest earned ratio is a lot lower in 2014. And this is due to a high spending in product development, sales and advertising, and restructuring charges. But overall, we feel that AOL is taking more risk, but their financials are manageable.
Hi, my name is Veronica Marmolejo, and I'm going to talk about profitability. First of all, I'm going to start with the profit margin. The gross profit margin improved from 2012 to 2014, and this tells us that the company has been stable for the last 3 years. Then I'm going to talk about the operating profit margin. It declined it improved from 2012 to 2013, but then it decreased significantly from 2013 to 2014. And this was because of the investments on new business plans such as mobile operating system, local services, and digital entertainment. Then we can see that the net profit margin from 2012 to 2013 decreased, but the following year it considerably improved, exceeding the 2012 level. And this happens again, as Ashley mentioned it, because of the investment on Alibaba. In comparing the two companies, AOL doesn't invest as much as Yahoo. This is why its ratios are more stable than Yahoo's ratios. Yahoo in particular tends to take a lot of risk and therefore is more profitable than AOL.
Hi. Upon doing the DuPont analysis for the Yahoo Inc., I found 3 things: their operation effectivity, the asset use efficiency, and the financial leverage. Now, Yahoo's operating efficiency has noticeably decreased because of its profit margin over the last few years. This is affected mainly because of the acquisition of Alibaba's group. The sharp increase in net profit is mainly result in the same acquisition. Secondary, their asset use efficiency, their accounts payable turnover ratio is falling from one period to another. This is a sign that the company is no longer paying off its suppliers than it was before. This decrease in the total assets turnover also implies that the company is generating less revenue per dollar of assets. Finally, the financial leverage. The debt ratio is steadily rising. This amount of leverage is being used by the company. With the ratios rising, this shows that they are taking bigger risk and becoming less liquid. The longer-term debt ratio is also steadily rising, which shows that Yahoo is largely leveraged and is mainly retaining the debt. At the end, this shows that the return on equity has been much more volatile over the last few years, and shows that Yahoo takes greater risk to merge and follow its business plan.
In conclusion, what we found with Yahoo is that they are able to expand themselves through acquiring more assets, as well as purchasing more, liquidity and things like that, as well as at the same time they are also having a little bit more difficulty paying off their through that, they're also showing the fact of being more of a risk taker, being more aggressive in the market. Whereas we found with AOL is that they're being more conservative in the market, they are able to pay off their debt more easily and quickly, and also gain more cash through their creditors compared to Yahoo. But we also found that Yahoo has most likely a little bit more advantage in the future when it comes to being more profitable in the future.